Hello everyone, I am Evernoob, and I'm back with sort of a random thing, but a conceptual idea. And this is all about new sort of alien looking trees and how to build them and kind of the process behind each one. I kind of made a landscape to fit them in, just kind of out here in the middle of nowhere, but let's get started. This is sort of a spider tree. I don't know what to call it. The idea here is it comes out like this little seedling, and then it actually sprouts legs and pushes itself up as it grows. It's kind of how that's supposed to work. Yeah, and then the landscape, these are supposed to be little mushrooms and just landscape is. I just kind of did it to fill in the look. But yeah, these sort of spiderweb looking things. What I'll need to do is use all of these blocks here, and I'll show you how to build each one of these on camera, if I don't take forever. So with this one, basically what you want to do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go up about, I don't know, 5, 6 blocks, 7. Doesn't matter. It's really going to be how long the legs are, is all that's going to do. And then, like, I'm using obsidian because you get the variant with the crying obsidian, which I think looks good, but oops. You want it to be once you. I can't think of how to explain this. I'm having a super duper brain fart right now. But yeah, you want to go. If you can follow that pattern, 1 and then the 3, and then you get this box bit at the top, and then that's it for the obsidian. Then you want to go that in 2 corners. You want to go there, and then in the middle of the other one. Then 1, 2 on all of them. You kind of want them to go in like all sorts of different directions. Drop. Oops. Ugh. Yeah, so 2 out from each way, then drop down and go 1 over and curve it. So 1 over and curve it. If I can stop misclicking. This is actually the hardest one too. Oops. There we go. Then off that, you just want to go out and then 1, 2, 3. So then we want to go, let's see, we'll probably take this leg this way. 1, oops, 2, 3, and take this one this way as well. 1, 2, 3. Then the last one, you just go out in a direction and all the way to the ground, whichever that is, and then give it a little foot with that on top. And these obviously, well, actually I'll save that for the end of the video because I have a little bit of more explanation for that. But yeah, nothing too complicated here. I think it's actually supposed to be here. Give it a little foot, and boom. Now that's kind of your base down. Now we come back over top. You want to be on the one before it goes like straight down, kind of. Just put whatever you want to use as leaf blocks. I'm using a combination of cyan concrete and warp block. And then you just, well, first we want to fill in this. Obviously you don't have to do this in this order. This is just kind of show you the process more than anything else. Now that covers up the top, and then we want to come back and just fill all this in from there basically upwards, so none of these walls are showing. I see one back there. None of the walls are showing from like the side or top down. If you look up from the bottom, obviously they'll be showing. But that kind of gives us that look. Now, the last bit's just going around, adding some texture. Oops. Obviously that's not going to work there. And that's it. That's done. It's sort of a spider tree. Another thing you can do... I didn't on this mainly because I have dead coral used later on another one, but you can come through and kind of adds a little bit more to the spider sort of feel of it, but that's basically it. I don't like this one. I want it to point this way, I think. Get out of here, cow. And boom. That is that sort of weird looking spider tree. All done. But that's all there is to that. On to the next one. This is what I call the Fibonacci tree. It's been in some of my videos before. Let's just grab what we need. It's following the Fibonacci sequence to build, which is kind of how I came up with the idea. But as you can see, they always kind of spiral around. This one's small enough I can probably fit it somewhere in here. Yeah, again, landscaping. This is like supposed to be kind of a lunar landscape. These weird kind of fungus things, and then yeah, just dead coral, kind of barren. But why don't I just go over here? So with this, it's following the Fibonacci sequences, which is where you add the number, like if you're starting at 1, you go 1 plus 1, which is 2. Then you add that number to your previous number. So 1 plus 1 is 2, 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 plus 3 is 8. It's kind of how it works, and that can go on forever. But so 1, then the next direction we go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I'll just stop it there. With this, I always start on the bottom. Hang on, I got the wrong thing here. There we go. I always leave a too tall gap so if you can walk under it, essentially, but then it's just a matter of, again, filling in everything so that none of these walls show from above. And if you want, I suppose you could... come on, get out of there. You could fill in the bottom as well. Hang on, I'm getting ahead of myself. Not the greatest at tutorials, so bear with me. Be kind. Yeah, there, and then so... all of these, then we just want to boom, and that is that tree done. And like I said, it gives it a kind of cool spiral effect. It's not the greatest way to probably do it, but it is getting dark. Another weird sort of alien tree. These almost probably work well together, or work, yeah, they probably just work well together. Kind of stuttered through that sentence. Next, this is supposed to be like a volcanic or like burning plains type of feel. Is the look I'm going for, but these trees here are kind of what I made for these, and these. Hang on, I get materials. Yeah, they're supposed to be kind of dead. I don't even, almost maybe too many leaves, but I like the mangrove roots for it. So let's find a spot to build this. Let's put them right, boom, here. I got cracked nether brick and then nether brick fence, but so with this, put down that as like the very bottom of it, then go up, usually about 5 or so. I haven't been super precise with it, but then put one off to the side, and then hang on, I'm just building this up. So you go up a ways, put one off to the side, and then the rest you want one off to every angle, and then you can put these at any angle, sort of, and then one on top like that. Then, hang on, this is going to be right in the way of this other tree. I have to move it. Why don't I just do it out here? We'll put it right here. So, as I was saying, up about 5, 6, 7, whatever you want. Then as soon as you put one off to the side, the rest of these have to go off to the side, ending with one higher than all of those. Put a mangrove root on every one. These are supposed to be kind of dead or burning leaves, is the look. Followed by 2 nether brick fences coming out to the side from each one, and then on the top just going straight up. And then on each of these, you just fill out the end, so there's a lot of space in between the leaves. I think that kind of helps with the dead look. It could even probably be less, but... And then on the top, just one on every side, plus one on top. And boom. That is... How do you... Well, I made that one way taller, it looks like. But yeah, that's that look. Next, the idea here with these is this is supposed to be like like after robots or something came and took over, and they tried to make like a facsimile of trees and what they remember being there before they took over. But yeah, so these are supposed to be like bushes. These things, they'll pop up occasionally. There's a light underneath each one you can see over there. What I have is basically a trench underneath all this with pigs. And there's a pressure plate by each one of these, so when they pop up, like right here, yeah, it's just sand on top. Another way to illuminate stuff. But yeah, and then this is supposed to be like a circuit board that runs through everything. But these are the main deal. These are supposed to be like their idea of trees, using like what they have in materials. With this, yeah, like everything on here is like evenly spaced. Because I feel like robots would have it like very, very precise in how they do things if they took over. I don't know. It's a stupid hypothetical, but let's go back here and build this. All of these are either 6 or 8 blocks of these iron blocks tall. So I'll do one. Let's see. That one's 6, or that one's 8. It's taller than that one. So we'll just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on. 5, 6. Then, boom, a slime block. This. Then cover this entire thing with slime. And then the top, just put a ring of glass around. Lime green glass. Now, with our iron bars, these are supposed to act as the roots going into the mechanical. I just thought this was kind of a mechanical looking flooring pattern, but then up here we go like 2 up on each side from the iron end of the slime. Connect all these. Well, that didn't work. Then go ahead and connect basically around each. All you're doing with this one is connecting around each, around the blocks that you just put in. And then finally, same on the top. You know, maybe these aren't even trees. Maybe they're like batteries or something. Oh. Connect on top. And then the very top, we use iron pressure plates. And just fill that whole thing in as well on every single bit you can. And there we go. That's the robot overlord's version of a tree, as they saw fit. Kind of silly, but it was fun coming up with these because they're all very, very not ordinary. Besides, I guess the burning trees there are the only thing that's semi-normal. And finally, way, way up here in the sky, I have some floating islands. And then, yeah, the concept for these was kind of thinking what would even grow. I'm not even sure. This is another design I've used before, but yeah, these guys here. It's supposed to be like a they they grow up and then they grow down to kind of suck water out of these floating isles because there's hardly anything up here, is I guess the idea. But for these, we need these bits here. Come on, work thing. And I'll just go right on this one. So I've been going with this one. I went up about 4, then, and again, you can really go up as high or low as you want. Depends on how tall you want your tree to be. 2 out the front, 1 out the back, and then this just cover the entire top from every side so you can't see it from the top or the sides. The walls and the stone there, dripstone. 1 right under there, 1 there, and then just bring that front one all the way down. And let's just say this is this big. And then if you really want to give it a look, like an extra look or anything, waterlog a few of those and it looks like it's sucking up water or something. And that's it for that. So all that being said, these were kind of like pretty out there concepts for just trees, so I decided I would also make these as regular trees, because I always like when you see something you like but you don't necessarily want to use exactly that or want to see how it'll look. Well, these are the same trees here, all done with just oak leaves, oak, spruce fence, and mud walls. And as you can see, same spiral thing, that's just oak and leaves. Here, trying to get that same look. Here, we'll even do that. With the mud, walls, the fence. This guy can even probably do something like that. Make it look a little beefier. There's obviously tons of variations, but yeah, it's a spider tree here. That's kind of the burning tree if it wasn't burning. It's just sort of a smaller, less foliage on that. And then yeah, the robot tree. I just thought I'd show those because I always find trying to get inspiration. It's hard for like to follow tutorials with like organics, trees, anything like that. So this is like a semi-tutorial, just kind of looking at things from a new angle almost. Because, you know, whatever you're going to make is going to depend entirely on your world, what you're going for. So maybe you like one of these designs, but the blocks don't look right at all with what you're making. You know, you're making a different style city or something, and these blocks just don't work. Well, you can always change up the blocks. You can, you know, do whatever. But that's all I had for this little video. Just was playing around and had some fun with these. So thanks for watching. Like if you like, subscribe if you want to, and I will see you in the next video. Once again, I've been Evernoob, and I messed up at the end of this sentence. Dang it. Oops. I will see you in whatever's next. Bye-bye.